Hello, everybody. Welcome to the final scenario of
The Wheel of Fortune.
the Circle Undone. Do you think Azathoth is the wheel?
No.
He's round in some of them. In this one, you are in the cosmos, and you must find Azathoth's throne and convince him to not destroy the world.
Who knows? We don't.
We've never actually done that.
I will say I love this art for Azathoth because it's one of the few arts because they have a lot in this game that they kind of like be very direct with how they draw their art.
Yeah, actually, we can show you some of the older ones.
Yeah. Like they're very direct with how they show them.
It's Azathoth killing stuff. Wow.
But this one feels like you don't really know what you're looking at. You just see Earth in the maw of Azathoth. Which is,
like you look at it initially and you're like, oh, that's just stuff. And then that's Earth. And then the red's like his throat and all the black around is him.
Yeah, it's a really good interpretation of him.
Yep.
I also like what they did with Azathoth. I really like their interpretation of him for the new one.
Yep.
But before the Black Throne, you're going through the cosmos. The map is built as you play it in a cool way of spawning things, but you still see the empty space. Space. Do you get it? Because you're in space. That you can fill in with locations. And also, as we learned today, as we tried out, move around and go on a bicycle and go from location
Yeah,
to
that
location.
was fun. I like that mechanic.
I think this is a very good, and after playing it today, one of my favorite final boss ones.
Well, our competition is the one from Night of the Zealot, Devour Blow. That one's pretty meh.
Yep.
Then we have
Azathoth,
Lost in Time and Space. That one was very good.
That one's very good.
We have
Dim Carcosa,
Dim
which I
Carcosa.
think playing it again and again, I enjoyed and I like that it's different.
I bet the Return to one is just gonna blow us away though.
Oh fuck yeah! We have the
that
Depths
one's
of
like
Yoth.
good. Depths of Yoth.
Which is also-
No, that's not the last one.
No, but that's when you fight Yig. That's in my mind the boss battle.
No, the real last boss is either Alejandro or Ishtaka.
Yeah.
Or both.
Or both.
I mean, like the real last boss is still Yig. Which is different, but yeah, like
Depths of Yoth is also a very good one.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
I-
Shattered of Aeons. This one's dirt, or that one's dirt compared to the other ones, but and then
This one, before the
and then
Black
this one, yeah.
He's the diner really knocked it out of the park for all those boss battles. They all feel very good. This one's up there in my mind with them. And Travis and I were having a conversation today during the recording that you'll find in the middle of October. That this one, there's a big difference between the Lost in Time and Space, where you feel like you're actually lost in time and space because they kind of have a similar concept of building the locations as you play.
Yeah.
But in this one, because there's a map, you're like exploring and riding through the cosmos.
Yeah,
and it's
Like on a Byakuya.
Yeah, you're like rolling around. You know where you're going, and you just
don't know what you're going to get to when you go there.
yeah.
Right? Like,
Whereas in Lost in Time and Space, like you don't know where you're going.
yeah.
And you don't know how you're gonna get there.
So for a very similar idea of just exploring the weird interdimensional worlds of the mythos, they're handled very differently.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they feel nice and unique.
And this one's really cool. This one's very hard, but I think it's a fair hard.
Yeah, I was gonna say this one. Like after we played today, I'm a lot less salty about it. Like I feel a lot less hopeless about playing it again.
Yeah.
Like it felt very doable.
Yeah. I do wish on the opposite sides of the act deck, instead of saying each player draws a card, it just said like if it maybe just like spawned
Toot toot.
a toot, like, or just like you grab one of the toot cards, right? Just to make that guy show up more. I just feel like it was.
Every player drawing an extra card is really harsh.
It's very harsh. I mean,
Especially with Ancient Evils in the deck.
Ancient Evils, and then also the Azathoth giving you the coin, and he's like, "Look at my hand. Do you want me to slap you with it, or are you going to take my coin?" Get that art for them. They need to see what I'm talking about.
Hey, you want my coin? I'm gonna slap you with it. His tooth on the hand.
So what that does is you either need to place a doom on Azathoth,
Or he attacks you.
or he attacks.
I think the real hard part for this one is like, it's not super easy to get clues in this scenario, and then like having the acolytes spawn in the middle of nowhere and then dump their deal on Azathoth. I think that's the real.
The
struggle.
hardest part is the cultists that show up.
And like you're just like, well, we can't get there, so
Yeah, especially in our game, or just in any game. I'm not going to spoil ours too much, but like you get two cultists, it flips. Azathoth's always going to have 2 doom now, which means your thresholds are all lowered by 2.
yeah.
When you get to 10 on him, you lose the game immediately.
Yeah.
Which is flavorful for Azathoth. I like that it's absolute, right?
Yeah, it's very very true to his sort of theme.
But it's
like a little unfun.
It is. There's a little unfun that in the cultist showing up. I wish there was a bit more interaction you could do, like maybe a way to like remove Doom from a cultist for a cost.
Yeah.
Right. I think something like that would balance out the drawing a card, because I want to like email him and be like, what was your thought process behind putting a negative effect on flipping an act card when that's like never happened before?
I mean, we could read the designer's notes.
Yeah, we could actually just read the designers.
Maybe he talks about that there.
Maybe. If he doesn't, I think I might email him just because I'm really curious. Because it's a...
Oh, that's probably not going to be... That's way too short.
Yeah. But I think it's a fantastic ending. It felt really good playing it today.
Yep.
What do we think overall for theme of fighting Azathoth in space? Because you don't fight him either. He's literally just an opening mob.
I give this one like a 5. This one's like really, really good.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you on that. I think so. After playing it, the first time we played it, I was a bit lower, but on the second playthrough, I think
like zoom around space,
yeah.
That feels fun.
Yeah, riding the bicycle through space was incredible.
Yeah, like being chased around by these things that know how to navigate empty space better because that's where they live.
Very flavorful.
Yeah, very flavorful.
And then also like the stairs that go up forever and the things that go, the abyss that goes
They're
down
named
forever.
mindless dancers because they dance along to the piping.
Yeah.
We got the 2/2 man who keeps coming back.
Yep.
And they force you to fight him.
Yeah. Like probably twice.
Yeah. Azathoth, like the cards that like make you interact with him, they're
scary to draw.
They hit you hard. And they like when he attacks you, like that's 3 hearts and 3 brains.
He's the hardest hitting, I think, of the...
Yeah.
Because Yogg-Sothoth has 4.
No, he hits for 5 brains.
He hits for
5 brains?
brains,
okay.
But you can mill 1 for each point.
Yeah, so he's 6 pips of something.
It also makes sense because like he's Azathoth. He's never going to be able to focus on you. It's just like he just kind of hits you.
I was also really curious of how the card with Azathoth was going to work, and I think it was a total, from what you know about Azathoth and his his role in the mythos, 2 thumbs up.
It was a lot of fun, zip around different places, trying to find, like we were navigating our way through a space that no one's ever been to before to try and find the Black Throne.
Yeah.
And then you get there and it's still really hard. You're just like...
It's very hard. You think you're like, only one of us needs to be no clues, but no, it gets a shroud increase for half the number of doom on him. And at that point, it's going to be a 5 shroud, and you're like, oh, golly gee. What do we think of, how fun is it? I think the fun is a little bit lower than, I won't give this a 5 for fun.
No.
Probably like
I give it like a 3.5, 4.
3.5. Yeah.
4.
Yeah, this was much more fun than it was the first time.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it still feels like you can just get unlucky, especially our ending.
I vote for 4. Like it was fun to again like zip around things. Fun that like utilize the mechanics that the game gives you are fun. Sometimes some of the monsters are big and it feels a little bit unfair, but at the same time, like it's the penultimate scenario, and you're like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. I think in our playthrough, I kept saying that he must have been high with some of the stuff like the 6 attack on the dancers, but
that's a lot.
It is a lot. But there is only those guys because you don't really fight the cultists. The cultists are just there to be like, here's some doom.
Yeah.
And the cultists, as Travis was saying earlier, I agree, kind of brings it down a whole point for that because he can sometimes just get screwed.
Yep.
Difficulty.
I think this one's like Shattered Aeons are only 5, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
I give this one like
Shattered Aeons was a 5, but like a conditional 5.
Oh yeah,
so
I'm trying.
You were
trying to like actually
get
do
the
it.
perfect ending.
Yeah, but if that was our baseline, I give this one like a 4 and that 4.
I think a 4.5, just because the act deck hurts you.
A 4.5. Yeah.
Yeah, the act deck hurts you, which is.
I was gonna say like 4 because like we were real close today, but like we weren't.
Yeah, like we got there, but we were like, okay, if we had 4 more turns, we would have got this.
Yeah, we could have gone through this in 4 more turns, and we get like mugged by the Piper. There was 3 mindless dancers rolling around.
2 more turns.
I think we needed like 1 and a bit.
But the fact that like there's a lot that works against you in this one. But I think it's a very fair, apart from the cultists, I think this one's a very fair one.
Yeah.
Because you can also then control the dancers that go through the space, because you can kind of like, I'm going to move here so then they won't do this. I'll make them move into a non-empty space location. And I think next time we'll probably be able to do it. if we're not doing the build for your friend deck style.
I mean, even then, like, we didn't
even
build
if we
bad
were.
decks.
Yeah,
No, we didn't build
we
bad
didn't
decks.
build bad decks. We just didn't have like a yellow character. We had like conditional clues on both of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have
So if we had like
Rex.
an actual,
we didn't have
Like
a
a clue
committed
board,
clue
if you
getter.
will.
Yeah. Even in our first one, like Joe Diamond's good, but not like
Not good.
yeah.
you have to pick a side with him. Like
Yeah.
he's got
I didn't do
fours
that.
aren't good enough.
Overall,
I don't think this one was perfect.
you don't?
No, I like it's like really good, but like I think that the cultist thing knocks like like half a point off for me.
4.5?
But like it's like really good.
I think I'm sitting on a 4.5.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I think 4.5.
What do you think, Bryn?
Like the points I have against this one, again, like the cultist thing's not great. It doesn't really tie the story together, kind of.
No, it
Like
doesn't.
you get here and you look back and you're like, okay.
You know, and that's my biggest complaint with the overall story of Circle Undone. That it feels like it's two stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this scenario in particular very much feels like a boss battle. It feels like an Azathoth boss battle. Like it's like very difficult in that like if you succeed it feels really good, but like you're gonna have to work for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this one's a 4 or a 4.5. It's very good, but
We've all said or a 4.5, so we could just commit to it.
I give it a hard 4.
yeah, I think like we could have played a little differently as well, like manipulating where the cultists were allowed to spawn, like just dump a location into play and get out of it.
Travis sold me because he said hard 4, and we all said 4 or 4.5, so we're gonna change it to a 4.
All right.
No, I said hard 4.5.
Oh, we said hard 4.5. All right,
Yeah.
we're going back, everybody.
It's too late.
Yeah.
Anyway, for a standalone
Change to a
scenario,
1.
like I wouldn't recommend this one unless you have a lot of other packs.
Yeah.
Like it's a very fun one, but like you're gonna need some really good cards to like.
If
you show up
too easy in total.
Yeah, but if you show up for like your single core set and your Dunwich cycle, and then you buy this one, you're probably not gonna have a good time.
No, you're gonna be like 6 attack. I can't do anything.
Yeah, like would highly recommend, but like for more experienced players, probably.
Cool. Where does your overall recommendation for the Circle Undone, the whole cycle, sit?
I still think Carcosa is my favorite cycle,
I'm with you on that.
and then.
I'm at this kind of thing where Dunwich, I like the story, but I think the sum of its parts are weaker than Circle Undone, but the story of Dunwich resonates with me more. So mine, I would probably go by Path to Carcosa first, Dunwich, Circle Undone, Forgotten Age.
Yeah, like I think I would probably rate like Carcosa's up top for sure. I think Dunwich gets a nice like. It's pretty close between this one and Dunwich.
Yeah, me too. It's like depending on.
I think I like Dunwich a little bit more. Like I'm a bit fatigued with Dunwich just from playing it so much. But I think if they release Dunwich again, I'd like it more than this one. And then probably like the variety of standalones, and then probably the core set, and then Forgotten Age. Yeah.
Yeah. The third copy of Corset, then you buy Forgotten Age.
Yeah. Do it kind of like rank Return 2s as well in there. Stick them above Forgotten Age.
What about you, Brandon? What's your kind of thing?
Well, I like the Dunwich pack a lot. Largely as like if you're gonna play something after having played the core set,
Dunwich is perfect.
Dunwich it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's very just Arkham.
Yeah, it uses a lot of the same rules while still expanding on the themes. That being said, a lot of the stuff that came after it is much cooler. Like sometimes you're heeding a mental patient's warning and you're not allowed to speak certain words that are printed all over the fucking thing.
Like that was like kind of my issue with Dunwich is like it's good. It's just like simple.
I actually I wonder if how much of Dunwich is just because like it felt so new and exciting at the time, right? And how much is like us with nostalgia being like, yeah, Dunwich was a great time. Like that was our first time playing like a long form campaign, right?
I mean, we played Return to Dunwich not too long ago.
And yeah, I mean, it was still a good time.
Brendan played Dunwich with like his mom, I think, not too long ago.
I did it with Megan, and I think it's still very strong. I think because the story is just so.
Yeah, it's just I think a big part of it is just we've all played it so many times that it's like a little bit lackluster, but I think it's still very good.
Yeah. So yeah, this one is I think overall.
If you're looking for a cycle to buy, like still go buy Dunwich Legacy, if you can find it.
Yeah. I think this one's still very good though. It was a good one. I just wish that the story felt a bit better, because I feel like the story was a bit lacking, which is why I give Dunwich a few more points over it. But it's hard.
Yeah. I think overall this one's gonna be like one of the more sort of forgettable cycles though.
Yeah, when it's all because it's not hated like Forgotten Age, and it's.
Yeah, it's just okay.
And what's the next one called? The Dream Eaters.
Yeah, the Dream Eaters. I got charged for that.
Nice. Yeah, we should get it. Oh.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, you guys have a good one. We love you all. The player reviews will probably be coming up in tandem with this, but you guys have a good one. And let us know your thoughts on the Circle Undone and everything else. I think Travis and I. Oh, I mean, I definitely do, and Travis, you also read the comments sometimes.
Like
right?
sometimes, yeah.
Check them out.
Check them out once a week or whatever. See if people complain about something I'm doing.
But thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. We did pretty good. We didn't wait till like the next cycle was out. We actually got this done before Dream Eaters.
Like the week before.
I'm so proud
2
of
weeks
us.
before.
As opposed to 2 years later.
Yeah.
Bye!